Do you, dear seniors, ever feel that your muscles are shrinking, losing their strength, or not responding the way they used to? Do you notice that your body feels less stable? That everyday movements like climbing stairs, lifting objects, or even standing up take more effort than before? Here's the shocking truth. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, isn't just a normal part of aging. It's a warning sign that the most vital systems of your body, your strength, your balance, your circulation, are all beginning to deteriorate. And if you ignore it, the consequences can be severe, from dangerous falls to loss of independence and even life-threatening complications. But don't worry, once you understand the hidden causes behind this muscle decline, you can rebuild your strength, regain control, and move with confidence again. And rest assured, everything shared in this video is firmly based on scientific evidence and decades of real experience from treating thousands of patients. Today, we're uncovering the 5 biggest reasons your muscles are disappearing and how to reverse them before it's too late. Before we begin, comment below. Tell us your age, where you're from, and whether you've noticed any signs of muscle loss recently. Let's share and learn from each other's stories. Number 1. The first and most powerful reason your muscles are fading away: the decline of anabolic hormones. Have you ever wondered why your body feels weaker, even though your daily habits haven't changed much? If your answer is yes, then the real reason might lie deep within your body, in your hormones. As we age, the levels of key anabolic hormones like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone begin to drop. These are the very messengers that tell your body to build and protect muscle. But when they fade, the body enters a silent state of low stimulation. Protein synthesis slows down, muscle fibers shrink, and day by day, your strength begins to slip away. And here's the frightening part. This doesn't happen overnight. It's gradual, invisible, until one morning, climbing just a few steps leaves you breathless and shaky. Your body hasn't betrayed you. It's just losing its hormonal spark. For men, low testosterone may bring fatigue, loss of energy, or even mild depression, while muscle turns into soft, belly fat. For women, the sharp drop in estrogen after menopause triggers similar changes: more fat around the hips and thighs, and less lean strength. And for both, the result is the same: weakness, slower reaction, and a constant sense of tiredness for no clear reason. But there's hope. Your body still has the power to reawaken those sleeping hormones, if you know how to trigger them naturally. The first step? Move. Regular resistance exercises, light weights, squats, or push-ups, send a direct signal to your brain and pituitary gland to release more growth hormone and testosterone. Studies show that even a short session of strength training can boost these hormones temporarily and make your muscles more responsive. Next, focus on healthy weight. Excess fat, especially around the belly, disrupts hormone balance, converting testosterone into estrogen and accelerating muscle loss. So maintaining a leaner body helps your hormones function more effectively. And don't forget nutrition and rest. Healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, and avocado provide the building blocks for hormone production. Finally, manage stress. High cortisol eats away at muscle and blocks testosterone, so relax, breathe, and find peace in your routines. Your hormones depend on it. But pay attention. There's a temptation many fall into. Some believe that taking hormone injections can restore youth instantly. The truth? It's never that simple. While hormone replacement can help in rare cases, it also carries real dangers, from heart risks and blood clots to prostate or breast complications. That's why it must only be done under close medical supervision. Your body has an incredible ability to recover on its own if you give it the right signals. So instead of chasing shortcuts, focus on movement, nourishment, rest, and calm. That's how you reignite the power within and rebuild the strong, resilient muscles that keep you moving confidently through every stage of life. Number 2. insulin resistance, and metabolic decline. Before we go on, ask yourself this: have you ever eaten less than before, yet somehow your weight keeps going up and your belly gets bigger? If your answer is yes, then you might not be gaining fat because you eat too much, but because your body has stopped listening to insulin. Insulin isn't just the hormone that controls blood sugar. It's also a powerful anabolic messenger that allows your muscles to absorb glucose and amino acids, the fuel and building blocks they need to grow. But when your cells become resistant to insulin, that gateway shuts down. Your muscles become starved, not for food, but for energy. They can't rebuild, can't recover, and over time, they start to fade away. And here's what's scary. It often happens silently. You may look strong on the outside, yet your body is disconnected on the inside. Not everyone who looks big is truly strong, because real strength isn't about size. It's about quality. The warning signs are clear: belly fat that won't go away, higher blood sugar, rising cholesterol, and that feeling of being tired but restless. You might see someone heavy but unable to lift a small bag of rice, while another, leaner person the same age moves with energy and ease. But the good news is, insulin resistance is not a life sentence. Your body can regain its sensitivity if you give it the right support. Start by eating for metabolic health: whole grains, fiber-rich vegetables, beans, and low-sugar fruits like apples or grapefruit. Cut back on refined carbs and sugary drinks that send your insulin levels skyrocketing. And most importantly, move. Just 30 minutes of walking, light squats, or simple resistance training can turn insulin sensitivity back on. It's like flipping a switch inside your cells. So ask yourself one last question: will you let your metabolism stay asleep, or will you stand up today and awaken it again? Number 3. Chronic diseases and silent inflammation. Many seniors don't realize that long-term illnesses can quietly steal away their strength. Conditions like chronic heart failure, diabetes, kidney disease, COPD, or even cancer all share one cruel effect: they accelerate muscle loss. Why? Because these illnesses make you tired, move less, and trigger a constant internal storm of metabolic imbalance that speeds up muscle breakdown. It's not just about feeling weak. It's your body fighting battles on multiple fronts every single day. And here's the truth most people overlook: chronic inflammation is the invisible thread connecting them all. Diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or chronic bowel inflammation keep your body in a state of low-grade fire, burning energy, degrading muscle, and slowing recovery even while you rest. But here's the shocking part: you don't have to feel sick for inflammation to exist. It can live silently in your tissues for years, slowly eating away at your mobility and vitality until one day you realize you can't get up as easily as before. So what can you do? First and foremost, control your underlying conditions. Take medications as prescribed, go to your regular checkups, and alert your doctor if symptoms worsen. When diseases like diabetes or arthritis are properly managed, the body's inflammation eases, and your muscles finally get a chance to rebuild. But remember, fighting chronic disease isn't just about taking medicine. It's about rebuilding your body's inner defense from the ground up. That's where lifestyle becomes your strongest therapy. Follow an anti-inflammatory diet inspired by the Mediterranean pattern, full of colorful vegetables, whole grains, olive oil, fish, and nuts, while cutting down on sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats. Research shows this way of eating can lower inflammatory markers and improve both heart and muscle function in older adults. And don't fear exercise. Gentle, consistent movement reduces inflammation over time and burns excess fat, one of the biggest sources of inflammatory chemicals. Combine that with restorative sleep, 7 to 8 hours each night, to allow your body to heal and restore. So ask yourself, are you letting chronic inflammation slowly drain your strength? Or are you ready to calm the fire and rebuild from within? Your body still holds the power to heal, but it needs your consistency, your patience, and your belief. When you manage disease, eat wisely, move gently, and rest deeply, you don't just slow muscle loss. You reclaim the energy, balance, and strength that lets you keep living, not just longer, but stronger. Finally, let's talk about one more hidden reason behind muscle decline: the degeneration of the neuromuscular system. Sarcopenia isn't just about the muscles themselves. It begins deep inside the nervous system that controls those muscles. As we age, the motor neurons that send signals from the brain to the muscles start to die off. When these nerve cells are lost, the muscle fibers they control lose connection, shrink, and eventually stop working. The result? Fewer motor units, weaker coordination, and unstable muscle contractions. That's why many seniors feel shaky or unsteady even when their muscles still look intact. But remember, you are not powerless against this process. Regular exercise is the single strongest way to keep those nerve connections alive. Resistance training, walking, or even light balance exercises help maintain the communication between brain and muscle. And just as important, nutrition. Along with protein, your diet needs enough healthy carbs and fats to fuel energy, plus plenty of leafy greens and fruits for vitamins, minerals, and fiber to support recovery and digestion. Today you've learned the key causes behind muscle loss, and more importantly, how to fight back. Now it's your turn. Start small, stay consistent, and your body will thank you. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more true health insights. Stay strong, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.